grade, I was
Oh,
diagnosed with a heart condition that is
damn.
potentially deadly. And the doctor said that if you exercise real hard, you can
Oh,
die at any moment. So
so.
I continued exercising hard and continued living my life the way that I wanted to live my life.
Oh, hell no. The doctors told him if you carry on working out, you're gonna die. He just carried on doing it anyways. He said what you're telling me is regardless, because what's in my mind is what I put in my mind, meaning is what I believe in. Okay? I'm not gonna die. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if that was the wisest thing, but I'm telling you what, mental wise, look, he did a solid thing, soldier. And I guess it worked out for him, but guys, we're about to watch Living on 25K a year in Baltimore. Millennial money. It's about to go. We're about to get it. Personal finance, so we got to see how he manages his finance. But with all of that being said, guys, YouTube, it's Ronnie MP. Whoop!
It's RonnieMP.com.
Want to join my free gift card giveaway? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the notification. Then let me know that you subscribe down below. That's it. Hey yo, what's good, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Ronnie MP. Thank you and welcome to a brand new video of It's Ronnie MP, the show where we bring you guys a bunch of videos suggested by you guys, and guess who? There's no one else here. You guys only. So if you are brand new to the channel, then be sure to absolutely smash that like button. Just do it now, okay? It means a lot for the YouTube algorithm. It helps get this video out to all of the rest of the world out there, all the UK people, US people, wherever you're watching from, Australia. We don't discriminate, wherever. It helps get it out in front of entrepreneurs, personal finance people like myself and you, and yeah, it's just amazing. So be sure to do all of that. It means a lot. But I'm actually quite excited because this is CNBC Make It. This is a brand new one that's just dropped. We haven't made one in a while because they don't drop as frequent, but let's check it out anyways. I'm sure it's going to be decent. And yeah, so hold on, let me bring it there we go.
The student loan hit 30,000, and at that point I realized I need to sit back and really think about what I want out of life, what I want to achieve, and what direction I want to go before I stack up another $30,000-$40,000.
Wow, so I haven't checked this out yet. I did bring it to the front, to the slight middle, just to see if it's gonna be a good one. It seemed like a decent one. Paused it and I went for it. Here's how he spends his money. Okay, Millennial money. Let's go. Shout out to Graham Statham, by the way.
I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and I make $25,000 a year.
Damn. Coxville, Maryland.
So I'm a manager of a tax office, and also I do Uber and Lyft.
Okay, so I like it. The young lad is a grinder. Okay, he's not an MC grinder. That's a UK reference if you don't know what I mean. But yeah, he's definitely a grinder because he's putting in the work, and he's doing Uber on the side. So it says here Jerome makes $14.50 per hour at the tax office. So you gotta do what you gotta do to get that cash in, boo boo. Let's give this video a like, by the way. Support the NCBC movement. His pay is okay. In 2019, most of the Jerome's income came from Uber and Lyft. Wow.
Taxes that kind of lowered my income because, believe it or not, I actually make more money doing Uber and Lyft a lot of the times than when I do.
That's true, I'm not even gonna lie. That's very true. For all the people that are in London and whatnot, I went down to London actually to do to apply for Uber and do the whole the whole process. It took some time because you do have to get different licenses. You have to get a license from your council. So for all of my people out there who are trying to hustle, let me lean this chair back literally right now. But for all of my people out there who are trying to hustle, right, doing Uber and Lyft is definitely something to consider. Part-time, you can definitely make a decent income. Obviously you're gonna need to be able to drive, so I'm on about the young 20s something, or just people with a license basically, right? Because if you're 14, then obviously how you gonna drive for Uber or Lyft? I wish you could. It would be a good little side hustle to get your guap up, or to get your peas up, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you want me to make a side hustle video, maybe UK income ways to make money as a teenager or whatever it is, then let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to do so. But I definitely have to say that this guy is 1,000,000,000% grinding, and we like grinders. We don't like people who just sit around and talk nonsense.
But I really like doing taxes though, because it gives me more knowledge, or human capital.
Small
so to
business
speak. So that can
taxes.
actually help me in my future more than probably, doing Uber and Lyft can.
1,000%. Jerome lives with one roommate. Who's that? And pays $823 per month rent, electricity bills, and Wi-Fi. Early days of Jerome. Let's go. Jerome grew up in Northeast Maryland. Nice little car there on the back. Jerome's family used to have their electricity and water cut off. I feel your pain, man. I grew up in Africa. Some of you guys might not know. I grew up in Africa, DRC, Congo, in the building. And I experienced this several times. My whole life. It still happens till today. You're just there chilling, bloody blah, 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 on your phone. Oh, yeah, this is nice. And just like that, all of a sudden, power gone, and you're like, what the heck? Why is it so dark in here all of a sudden, right? Literally. So it's just like you're just chilling, as I mentioned. All of a sudden, as I mentioned, the power is gone, and you're like, okay, it's a bit dark in here. I'm not going to stand up and turn off all of them lights, but you get the gist. But let's turn. There we go. The lights are back on. So I definitely feel Jerome's pain, man. It's something that I went through, and it's just peak to go through.
I knew that they were going to be coming back on sometime soon. But to me, I felt like those were just things
Not
that
in
happened
Africa.
every once in a while. Perhaps maybe that was the reason why ever since I was a little kid,
You wanted to make
I was
it.
extremely frugal and tight with my money. It's a nice town, has a nice scenery, but the people in that area were very, very racist growing up. It definitely hurt my confidence as a person. You're raised there for so long, you start to think that that's kind of just how the entire everyone is.
Look, I feel I can relate with Jerome on a different level, because I went through this in Glasgow as well. I lived in Glasgow, for the people that don't know, and it was racist up in there. Oh my days. I'll tell you one time, literally, a black lady lived in a flat, right? Them huge flats like you have in London. Lived in a flat, and I kid you not, some racist lady and man were literally on floor 113 holding a TV waiting to drop it on her head so it kills her. But no cap. Look, so it does that. Just simply because she was black. The lady walked out. As she walked out, she dropped her keys and walked back out. The TV fell and missed and almost killed her. Can you imagine? I know it went dark real quick, but I'm just telling you guys that the truth, especially with this racism stuff, people are actually generally losing their lives. The other day, I don't know, let me guys know if you saw it on Snapchat, this black kid talking about, he was going out, he went to book a hotel or something, and then he got rushed, right? Meaning he got jumped by white people that bet him up so bad. His face was swollen, his tongue lost skin, and it was just absolutely insane. Yeah.
And I realized that that's not really the case, and that I slowly but surely over time regained that confidence that was lost from being there.
Savings mindset. Let's go. The juicy stuff. Jerone started college in 2014, Forestburg, Maryland. When he transferred to Baltimore, school closer to his brother, he didn't know anywhere to stay.
My girlfriend at the time, and her roommate didn't want me there. So
oof, I feel your pain. Damn.
Because I was waiting to move in with my brother. I had to sleep in my 1993 Firebird Pontiac.
Hey, this guy's gone through it though.
The window was broke, so it kind of started getting cold in August and September. I was going to class, I was working in the afternoons, and I was sleeping in my car at night.
Damn, Jerome also slept at his brother's couch for almost a year. Damn. Jerome.
I started eating once a day. So first,
intermittent fasting.
I just didn't have a lot of money coming in, and I was spending money on books and stuff like that.
Let me guess, you started losing weight.
Get my own apartment, get out the living room.
Currently, Jerome spends $200 on food, and eats twice a day.
What I did with that money that I saved on food is I started investing
Student finance?
in stocks and ETFs and stuff like that. So
okay.
that money started to grow. So I wasn't just holding on to that money.
Touche.
I was growing that money, and eventually I used that money that was growing to pay down debt and other stuff like that.
Nice. I like the way he thinks. So he didn't just save for the fun of it. That's what I'm always telling you guys on this channel. Because obviously, as I mentioned, we talk about personal finance. Save, but don't save with the intention of just saving. Don't just save for fun. You'll never become wealthy or successful just from saving for fun. Okay, save to invest. Save to keep some for an emergency fund, because emergency will come. It's not a matter of if, it's when. It's just that thing called life. But save for a purpose that, okay, I'm saving this money to invest it for my future, for my retirement, so that I've got something, you know? You don't, trust me, you don't want to put your faith and trust in the government. I mean, look at what we're going through currently worldwide right now. Does it look like you can trust the government? You see what I mean? So be sure you take care of yourself and family. You get what I mean? So I mean, like, taking care of your family, yourself. But if you're a teenager, then obviously taking care of yourself is priority number one. I mean, it's you who's on the front line at the end of the day. So don't forget that. Bear that in mind as well, you know?
I don't really
Jerome's
consider
budget.
myself
So let's
as
see.
a budgeter. I don't really budget. I just
Jerome's
naturally
typically
not
monthly
wanna spend money.
spending
But as far as
1,282.
tracking things, I do try to track all my
Let's see.
income and my expenses.
All right, let's pause right there. So this is where all the juicy fun stuff, I guess, lies in. So his housing is 823. This is in Baltimore, in Greater Baltimore. So I'm not quite sure what houses go for down there, because obviously I'm not in the US. But 800 doesn't seem too bad. I mean, it seems decent. I'm not gonna lie, it seems decent. But I mean, look at the amount though. It's a huge chunk. This is why, like, I'm pushing towards and let me know if you guys want this content on this channel. Eventually I'm pushing towards, like, you know, property investment, real estate, and getting into property and things of that nature, because I want that passive residual income coming in. I know it's you're going to be doing it for the long term, because it's not just, you don't just wake up, buy a house cash, and then start getting rental income all of a sudden. Do you see what I mean? It's something that is a process. It takes time, especially if you buy a fixer upper. You're going to have to fix up the house. You're going to have to do all sorts of things, if you get what I mean. But that 823 is taking up a huge chunk. You look at that yellow. It's almost it's a lot. His food as well, from someone who's eating only once a day or twice a day. I'm quite confused on that, because that seems, I mean, come on, compare it to everything else. The food is the second largest thing. So Jerome, I don't know if you're lying to us or not. Like, what is going on here, my guy? $200. Like, I mean, it might seem decent for that area, but you said it. You said you eat once a day, not me. Okay, so £200. 67 on the phone. Okay, I guess because of the work he does as well. I'm sure he needs it. His miscellaneous. What does it say? It says that that is. Let's see if we're able to zoom in quickly. It says that is. Where is it? Right. Let's find it. Okay, we can see it right there. Personal care. So yeah, okay. Personal care 58. Say nothing. Then we've got books 40. You could. I don't care. I was gonna say you can spend unlimited on books, but not really. But you know, a decent amount, because you're investing in yourself. In fact, that's the most important investment you can do. Books important. Gym, I guess. Health. So you know, that's important as well. I'm not gonna bash too much on that. Transport 30. Subscription 24. I'll get rid of subscription. He's got Netflix, guys. You can see Netflix right there. You see that? Netflix. So he's got that Netflix on deck. I don't believe in paying for Netflix. I mean, I'm joking, okay? I don't want to say that on camera. But yeah. But if maybe yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as that, okay? But shaky.
I recently started categorizing my expenses, and also I kind of track how much increase and decrease each of
But then
my
again, it's relative
categories and
to
liability categories have grown over the course of the
what life is like
and I also track my savings
in Baltimore, you know? Jerome tries to save about 10,000 a year, decent. So how much does he have in savings? He puts money in the savings account after covering his monthly expenses. Okay. Investing journey. Oh, he's gonna sit on the car like that? Okay, all right, that's it. You cool, buddy?
No money in the bank account. I had like $40. That was like in 2017. I just decided that
The
I
grind.
was never going to have less than $100 in my bank account ever again in my life. I just started buying
Nice.
stocks, and I just started researching companies and trying to figure out what I need to do to make intelligent investments. Eventually, I learned
Okay.
about a Roth IRA.
Breakdown.
And basically, the Roth IRA was another thing that I started putting money into. I mean,
Tax-free?
It's like a wonderful deal. I love making tax-free money, so I decided just to put money in there.
Nice, nice, nice. And recently withdraws 8,500 to put towards his student loans. Okay, he has about 4.5 left in his Roth IRA, and around 13,200 between brokerage accounts and Robinhood. So
When I was
decent,
at
man. He's investing in it.
I,
He's getting his money in. He's getting that bread.
With a heart condition that was potentially deadly. And
Damn.
the doctor said that if you exercise real hard, you could die at any moment.
Damn.
So I continued exercising hard. I continued living my life the way that
Damn, he told the doctors, mate, I'm living my life. I just don't care. I mean, mentality wise, that's a mentality to have. If like, people who they get delivered bad news and they're like, okay, you might not survive up until this moment. We've seen it countless of times around the world. People just turn around and say, no, I'm not going to die. Thank you. I refuse. And then they literally beat the odds and they don't. So your faith, your mentality is the most important thing right here. This right here is your vehicle. And it depends how you use it.
in 8th grade, they told me that I could die at any moment. After that situation happened, and I actually got to the point where I was graduating high school, I was kind of like in shock because I never really thought about what I wanted to do after high school.
Yeah.
So I kind of just went into college like with just empty-handed, not really thinking about what I had wanted to do throughout high school. I kind of went undecided. I decided to go with Spanish because I could graduate in like 2 semesters. But I just feel like Spanish was really what it was going to help me get to where I was going in life, and it just didn't seem like that would be a very good return on investment. I saw the student loan hit 30,000, and at that point,
I feel your pain, man. That when it hits that 30K, you're like, oh my days, this is real. This is real. I have to pay this back. But then you get like, low-key, I call it clowns. Like you get people out there like, oh, you don't have to pay your student loan back as soon as you start working. They take a tiniest bit off. If I don't know about you, but if you're trying to be financially, successful or independent, whatever it is you want to apply to it, don't you think having like a forever growing loan or something that's just gathering interest and becoming bigger of a monster each and every single time, don't you see red alerts there? You don't see a problem there? You don't see the need to take care of that? Okay, it doesn't damage my like credit score, and okay, cool, yeah. I bet you it doesn't. I bet you it was specifically designed to not do that so that you don't pay attention to it. But you're gonna have to keep paying it up. And by the way, I've got student loan. I've looked into it countless of time. They say it might fall off. This is in the UK, so meaning it's not a definite. It's like if you're eligible for it to be pardoned or whatever you want to call it, like forgiven or removed, so you don't own student finance anymore. Then it's like after 25 years, I can't remember. Don't quote me on that part, but it was like it's if you're eligible. So because normally people say, I'll just leave until it expires. Like it's got, it expires. It's got unlimited. Like it's got a limited day. Like couple of years and then it's gone. Like when I'm in my 50s, considering I'm earning below 25,000 or considering I'm earning below 21k, is like, who's got time for that? So you're telling me you're willing to sit there, be broke, the rest of your life for 14, 50, 40 bloody years simply because you don't want to pay back a loan? Where you could start a business, you could start pushing right now, make more money, even way beyond, like, I don't know, maybe even beyond 200 grand. What is that? You could pay that off straight away and it's all done with, So push. Don't just settle for little tiny things. I know, especially if you're young right now, you're watching me. Look, the sky's the limit for you, man. Push. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like, you can't, don't let people do that, all right? Push. Keep pushing.
And really think about what I
and you
want
can make
out of
it.
life,
I'm telling you.
what I want to achieve and what direction I want to go before I stack up another $30,000, $40,000 in student loan debt.
And you're regretting it. Jerome dropped out of college. All my days. As of August 2020, Jerome has almost 16k left in student loan. Okay, so he's paying off. His student loans are currently in forbearance.
I may go back to college. I know Uber has this program. If you hit 3,000 rides, they might pay for online college for you.
What?
So
I didn't know that. Jerome has
lifetime
rides.
And if they do that, I might go back and try to get an accounting degree. But other than
Wow.
that, I'm not 100% sure. It's very.
I wonder if Uber does that in the UK, because that's quite nice actually. I low-key wonder if Uber does that in the UK. That would be pretty sick. To help out people, you know. Working capital gains. In July 2020, 20,000 economic injury disasters, and it will help him cover business expenses, including gas maintenance of his car, on his car.
3.75%. I can almost guarantee, based off my calculations, get a higher return on investment than 3.75%, either with Uber and Lyft or some other endeavor.
Oh, alright, I see. You're trying to be cool there, Jerome. Is required to start repayment in a year. The repayment will be around 95. Wow. Period over 30 years, you know. That's a long time, man. These payments eat up your income.
I want to move on to something that is probably a little bit more lucrative. And
you know, the quickest.
I would like to actually get into.
This is why we're against debt, and this is why I'm with Dave Ramsey. The quickest way for you to become a millionaire, literally, that will take little to almost no effort, is just to not have any debt and have some form of an income, live below your means, and save. Even if I don't want to say this, even if you don't save to invest, but I'll just say it. Even at the worst situation that you do not save to invest, you're still going to end up having more money than if you had debt, because that interest is going to eat up your income, whether you like it or not. And well, guess what though? We're trapped in this thing called life, right? All right, we're currently in this thing called life. And I don't know about you, but the last time I checked, life or problems in life doesn't knock on your door and tell you, by the way, we're coming next week, prepare yourself, an emergency is going to come. No, it doesn't. When an emergency hits, it hits. And you need cash up front. You need some form of income to be able to, you know, to ride the wave. If not, you're struggling. You see what I mean? So you don't want things like interest or credit card loan. Credit card loans is the worst loans you can get. I'm never going back into credit card loans ever again. I refuse. I've been in it countless of times and it's not fun. Your income just goes. The bank eats it up like it's noodles, man. Noodles with prawns. Prawn noodles.
Software engineering.
From Mr. Chow's shop.
Maybe at somewhere down the line, get an accounting degree perhaps and work in that field as well. I want to have enough investment income to cover my monthly expenses, plus be able to save 50% of my income thereafter. But another big investment goal is I want to buy my first piece of real estate.
Nice.
Right now, I pretty much have everything that I could want and enjoy in life. I have a family
that loves me.
I enjoy and that I care about. So I really can't have much to complain. The only thing I don't have is just financial freedom completely, like investment income enough to cover my expenses.
I'm with you.
And
I'm with you.
Passive income enough to cover my expenses.
I'm with you. And look, and that's why this is our main goal on this channel. It's not to get the flashy blingy stuff and then be stunting on these haters, even though we're gonna be doing that anyways. I'm joking. But and be stunting on these haters is the fact that you've got money, you've got freedom. I've got the freedom to choose what I want to do. Like, I could literally say, okay, I'm not gonna work for the next 2 years, and I can do that because, you know, there's passive income, there's money coming in, there's property investments that are bringing in money, like, you know, your little rental properties and whatnot, and Shopify business, drop shipping, whatever it is, you've got something on the side that will back you up for life if you wanted to. Can you understand how free you're going to feel? Can you see how much that will remove stress from your life? I mean, the majority of people are here passing away on Mondays, 9 a.m. because they hate their jobs. They don't like it. So why go to a job that you don't like? Don't you think life is short enough for, or even shorter in fact, but for you to be doing something that you hate doing? And then, and then that's it. Like, there's no respawn, you know. This is not Call of Duty. All right, there's no like after you go and then you get to come back. Like, that's it. Like, you go. So that's it. That's all you did in your life. You grew up, went to school. Majority of people hated school. You hated school. You hated your job, and then you died. Yeah, we ain't finna do that. But let's finish off this video anyways.
But everything else in life I pretty much already have. the only thing that income could do is help me reach that goal a little bit faster. Right about now,
Yeah.
I am thanking myself every single day for that decision that I made to sleep on that couch, to eat once a day,
Yeah.
to live that lifestyle.
That
So I
eating
don't
part
have to
though,
live
I'm
that
not sure
lifestyle
because the
ever
200
again.
still is low key. Nah, I'm joking. It's decent, man. That 200 is decent. Go subscribe to the channel. Show some love, CNBC. They make banging fire content, but that was a nice video, man. We could learn a lot from that. Hopefully, you guys are listening. You're taking down notes and you're learning because these are things that could change your life. And I'm all about like achieving that financial goal where, like, you know, you know what money gives you? Money gives you options, guys. Money gives you options. You choose. But when you don't have money, you don't have options. Hence why you hear this, like, I have to do this. Like, oh, on Monday, I have to go to work. I have to this. I have to that. And then when you ask them, like, oh, bro, like, you enjoy it, yeah? Like, you love it, innit? They're like, no, I hate it. Like, I hate it, like, and then my boss, and then this, and then that, and then Susie the other day. Susie came up to me by the printer, was like, what? Spill her coffee over me. Mate. You're telling me you hate your job, but you still wake up at 3 a.m. You hate your job, but you still wake up at 4 a.m. to go to your job. Sort your life out, will ya? So hence to why we push for financial freedom, starting businesses, becoming an entrepreneur, and pushing. I have no problem with you having your little part-time job or working a full-time job whilst grinding. That's even better if you can do so. If it's not costing you from your business or your side hustle. So meaning, if your side hustle is not performing well because of your full-time job, then you need to realize that that's a big red flag because it's actually your side hustle that will get you free from your current job. Never forget that. But guys, thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you're an OG and you watched all the way to now, hit this like button right now, smash it up. Let's literally destroy the like button if you're OG. And if you watched all the way up until now, comment in the comment section, I love money. It will let me know that you love money, obviously, because it provides you freedom, options like we spoke about, but it will let me know that you watched the video all the way up until this point, 26 minutes. All right, guys, by watching this video, you did not waste your time. Don't forget to tell your haters to get in line, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, much love, bye bye.